Antimicrobial resistance is simply put when pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, parasite, fungi become resistant to the drugs as we know them. It simply means that drugs will no longer work as they used to work. And why is this important? Africa bears the highest burden of antimicrobial resistance across the world.
And this can bring a lot of problems. First, because the patient will not heal and they're going to spend more money to acquire more drugs, to visit more hospitals and try all different things that could work for them. And this is why it's a very major issue. It's going to result into economic losses. It's going to result into more suffering for the patients, and it's also going to result into more losses of people, more deaths.
If nothing is done, we stand a chance of losing millions and millions of Africans every year due to this crisis. One of the most important mechanisms or means for us to tackle this global crisis is really taking on a One Health approach. It means that all sectors get to work together in a collaborative manner to ensure that we can address this issue. Antimicrobial resistance is not just for humans, it also affects animals, and it's also been reported in our environment. The responsibility is on you and I to ensure that we are using antibiotics right, we're disposing antibiotics in the right way, we're not feeding our animals with antimicrobials just as growth promoters, we're not flushing down our antibiotics in the toilet drain or into the rivers.
One of the most important priority we should give is community health workers should be involved in this, because when the high-level people will discuss it on a high-level context, it will not reach the community health worker, and therefore the community health worker will not be able to relay the messages to the other community members. So it will stop at the eye level and it will never reach where the real problem is, where infections start and stop.
We need to join forces to address antimicrobial resistance, and this is where the multi-sectorial international collaborations are really relevant. We need to collaborate with Global South partnerships. Global South-South partnerships as well really requires all hands on decks, and that's why we need a bit of a collaboration with different partners, particularly from the African continent.